JoJo's Corner. Today I'm so excited to bring you guys another book review. This is for a non-fiction book. It's called The Fearless Passage of Stephen Kim by Herzig with Stephen Kim. For the first 5 decades of his life, Stephen Kim was a businessman who pursued financial prosperity while largely ignoring both his family and his commitment to God. But after moving to China and rededicating his life to Christ, this South Korean turned American citizen felt called by God to help North Korean refugees escape from Chinese enslavement. In 2003, he was arrested while leading a prayer meeting of 9 North Koreans in his apartment. Kim would spend the next 4 years in a Chinese labor camp. Despite the great hardship and suffering, he immersed himself in the scriptures and led fellow inmates, including a hardened murderer and his prison guard, to Christ. Since his release, Kim has been a powerful advocate for North Korean refugees in China, raising awareness about their plight and fighting for their human rights. Kim's story is thrilling, heartbreaking, and victorious. His life reminds us that God can use anyone in any circumstance to achieve great things for His kingdom. I love books like this. I think it's necessary for me personally, and I would recommend that every once in a while you need to read a book that is a difficult read, but it's a challenging read, to just sort of look outside of my own comfortable bubble and realize that these kind of things are actually going on in the world today, and that there are people who are sacrificing so much, even their lives, for the gospel of Christ, to help other people. And so I think that we sort of kind of tend to shut that out of our minds, and we don't really like to think about it. But I like to read a book like this every once in a while to just sort of open my eyes to the realities of what's going on in the world and things that I can do to help or make a difference in this, these kind of situations, or even other areas of my life where I can reach out and help someone, or I can donate to a cause, or I can just be inspired to share the gospel. This kind of book just makes me ask, what am I doing to make a difference? This book spurs you to action. It makes you want to do something. I give The Fearless Passage of Stephen Kim 5 out of 5 stars. I wanted to show you that the author has included some photos as well throughout the book. There is also a website you can go to. It's 318partners.org, and you can learn more about the ministry that Stephen Kim is involved in, the work that he is doing to help North Korean women and orphans who are suffering and who are in danger of being caught up in the sex trafficking industry. I absolutely think, that the message of this book, as a matter of fact, the Bible verse is referenced on the back of the book, and that verse basically just says, what you meant for evil, God meant for good. And that, of course, was Joseph talking to his brothers after they had sold him into slavery, and then he went on to, save their lives because he was put in a position of leadership, and he was able to prevent a lot of people from dying in the famine. It just makes me think about looking at this situation, how difficult it was, and the things that he went through. And I can look at my own life and say, you know what? First off, it's not that bad. The things I complain about, the little troubles and trials I go through. But also, it encourages me to know that God can use situations like this that seem devastating, and He can turn them around and use them for our good and for His glory. This has been my review of The Fearless Passage of Stephen Kim by Herzig. From JoJo's Corner, until next time, happy reading. Bye everybody.